Gale is depicted as a wizard with a rich backstory that significantly shapes his personality. His ambition to become the greatest wizard Faerun has ever seen is a defining trait stemming from his sage background and his relationship with the goddess Mystra. This ambition is matched only by his intelligence, his eloquence, and a profound appreciation for arcane magic, which he describes as akin to music, poetry, and physical beauty all rolled into one. However, his journey with magic is also marked by hubris, leading to his current predicament with the Netherese orb inside of his chest, a consequence of his attempt to impress Mystra with ancient and volatile magic. Join me today as we take a closer look at the psychological traits that make Gale tick, such as ambition and hubris, self-worth and self-esteem, his moral compass, relationships with magic, and his interpersonal dynamics. We're also going to take a look at his own psychological challenges, such as coping with isolation and the existential threat that he faces. Gale's ambition and hubris stem from his desire to master arcane secrets, and his past attempt to gift Mystra a piece of the weave illustrates this. This ambition borders on hubris as seen in his ill-fated endeavor that resulted in his current condition. His need to constantly absorb magic from items to stabilize the orb within him symbolizes his ongoing struggle with the repercussions of his own pride. Now, Gale's character also shows signs of low self-esteem, perhaps as a counterbalance to his outward confidence. This is evident in his need for validation from Mystra, which he sought by attempting to impress her with magic simply beyond his control. His internal conflict is further highlighted by his quest, where he must deal with the consequences of his actions, seeking redemption and stability. Now, as far as his moral compass goes, he has a strong inclination towards good, approving of actions that help innocence and disapproving of cruelty or unnecessary violence. However, his decisions often reflect a nuanced moral code, balancing personal survival with the greater good. His willingness to engage in morally gray actions for what he believes is the right reason indicates a pragmatic approach to ethics, possibly shaped by his past experiences and the harsher lessons learned from life. Now, as far as interpersonal dynamics go, Gale's interactions, especially his romance route, reveal a man who is uncomfortable with his own emotions, often overcompensating with grandiose or romantic gestures. His romance arc, described as one of the best in the game, involves helping him realize he's enough just as he is, beyond his magical prowess or ambitions. This journey, from seeking external validation to self-acceptance, is a pretty central part of his character development. Now, Gale also faces certain psychological challenges, such as coping with isolation. Despite his outgoing nature, there's an underlying loneliness due to his unique condition. The knowledge that life could end abruptly shapes his interactions, perhaps leading to a reserved side that he shows less frequently. After his hubris led to his condition, Gale isolated himself, suggesting a period of depression, or at least significant introspection. His Tressum Tara plays a crucial role, not just as a companion, but as a lifeline during his isolation, indicating his need for emotional support from non-human entities. Now, the constant threat of the orb's instability introduces an existential dread into Gale's life. His life is on a timer, which might explain his urgency in both his quest for redemption and his personal relationships, where he's eager to make an impact before it's potentially too late. His quest is fundamentally about redemption, not just from his goddess, but from himself. The psychological journey involves confronting his past mistakes, accepting his limitations, and finding value in existence beyond his magical abilities. In conclusion, Gale of Waterdeep is a multifaceted character whose psychological profile is shaped by ambition, the burden of magical power, and the journey towards self-acceptance and redemption. His narrative is one of personal growth against the backdrop of an epic fantasy setting, making him a deeply engaging character, as well as one of my personal favorites. But I'd love to know what you went through with Gale. Did you have him talk to Mystra and seek forgiveness? Or did you have him ascend into godhood by absorbing the Netherese crown? Let me know in the comment field down below. And thank you for watching. Until next time.